Well, hello there and a big greetings to you. It is Matt, the real video guy here, and welcome to this quick video. Actually, no, let me not say, that's such a habit of mine to say a quick video. It's not going to be super quick, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to promptly move through some of the new features that we can find in the new MasterClass plugin. Also, here's a quick tip. If you're making videos like this, one of the best ways you can quickly generate videos where you feel more like yourself, where you come across more relaxed, more engaging, more connecting with your audience, is don't think about it at all before you hit record. And what you want to do is you want to stay in a really relaxed state, just like you were when you're hanging out with your best mate or best friend, or somebody special in your life, and you're really relaxed, you know each other, you can be yourself, you can be funny, you can enjoy each other's humor. So the more relaxed you are, you kind of almost like hand it over to your right brain. So instead of thinking about what you're going to say, you start trusting yourself. You trust yourself that you know what you're talking about, and obviously you want to make videos about stuff that you really know. You know it. You're like, if anybody asks me about internet marketing, I know it. Or anybody asks me about the products I build, I know it because I built the product. So when you're talking on video, as a quick tip, because I know you want to make videos, you might already be making videos. What you want to do is you want to kind of catch yourself off guard, hit the record, and just trust yourself that you know what you're going to say, and that way you're not pre-rehearsing. What actually happens is if you practice what you're going to say, so there's a couple ways of doing this. We're kind of getting into training here, but I'll do it. I'm going to go with it. So when you're making videos, there's a couple ways you can go about it. So first of all, you can do bullet points, and bullet points are good because they keep you on track. The other option people do is they kind of almost try to memorize it. They almost have a written outline, and that is the hardest and the most difficult way to make videos. If you actually write out your content and you kind of almost memorized it, you are setting yourself up for failure, because what happens is you're going to keep stalling. Your right brain, which is trying to remember the words, is trying to get you to say what's on those words, while your left brain would just like to flow freely. So without trying to be a brain neuroscientist here or something like that, basically what you want to do, if you want to memorize your videos, then fully memorize it so you know it, and then you can do it. It's awesome. But if you are talking on video, you can use bullets, or then just fully trust yourself. Trust yourself in the process. Start with the problem. Start with some type of problem and then look at the solution, and then, also make sure you're talking to a person. So don't talk to a crowd of people. Don't think, hey, you guys out there, make it personal. It's one person at a computer watching your video. Your video is not going to some projector with 1,000 people watching it in some arena. Your video is being experienced by one end user at a time. So when you talk to your video, just talk like you talk to somebody you know, somebody close to you, and just be yourself and trust yourself. So there's a free training for you on making super awesome videos. And the cool thing about videos is there can be extremely valuable content if you're actually solving problems with your videos. So let's go and have a look at the MasterClass plugin and what's new in the new package. I'm going to walk you through it, and you can actually upload it. Sorry, I'm moving the camera, I'm knocking the table with my chair. And you can update your existing package. So here we go, we're on the desktop, and if you see these URLs I'm using, like it's got Mac there, you can't actually navigate to this. This is my development environment, and it means it's on my Mac. So you can actually go to this link. But here we are on my Mac, and what I'm going to do is I'll just first show you if you need to update your package. Excuse me. You can see here I've got version 1.0.15. If you need to update your package, just go ahead and click update, check for updates, and then you'll have another link that will say update now. So that's all you need to do to get your package up to date. You don't have to uninstall it or reinstall it. Also, if you do upgrade to the premium version, you can go to your settings, MasterClass Plugin, and then from here you can basically just reactivate the license, and then you'll get all the premium features activated in your MasterClass. So let's go and jump in here, and this is just as I mentioned on my desktop, so you won't actually be able to visit these links. So the first thing, the first thing you want to do with your MasterClass is when you're actually in your MasterClass, you've created your MasterClass, you want to go to screen options here and you want to select one column. So have it laid out in one column. That's how it's designed. If you have two columns, you see we've got the publish here on the side and everything is kind of really squeezed into a small space. So by selecting one column there, and it doesn't affect your posts or pages, this is just a user experience for you. You can see it's much nicer to work with. Also, what you can do is if you have some other people that create plugins and don't know what they're doing, they might be you might have their actual content and windows here. That's because they don't follow best practice and they don't build plugins that are actually super efficient. So what's happening is their actual content is spilling over to other pages. That's the case. That's most of the time, that's what's going on. So if you have that, if you come to this page and you've got all these other windows that are coming onto the MasterClass page, which they shouldn't be, you can actually come here and turn those off. So that's what you can do. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to minimize this. And let's just go through the new features here. And I'm basically going to talk you through this so that we don't have to spend hours and hours. We can do individual videos on different features. So if you had the previous version, you would have had like a long page. You've got to scroll down, you've got to find your students, find your lessons, find all the different options. But now with the new version, we've got everything here. So everything is just a click away. So you can see here, we've got our MasterClass options, we've got our lessons, and then we've got our students. Now this students is also fake data here, so there's no use trying to use these emails. I know you wouldn't do it anyway, but you'd be wasting your time. If these were real students, I would be blurring their email address, but they're not. They're just made up stuff. So you know how the students works, and from here you can add students. From here we've got lessons. We've got some new stuff in the lessons. I'm going to show you that in a moment, but let's start from the beginning here and I'll show you the new layout. So first of all, if we've got everything switched off, we've got two options here. So we've got options and brand and design. So in the brand and design, actually, in the brand and design, we should have a new option here called background images, so that you can actually brand it with a background image. Let me check that I've got the latest version here. I'm going to check for updates. I do have the latest version, so I'm not sure what's going on there. There's probably going to be version 1.0.16 now, because after I do this recording, I'm going to go and add the background feature, so that if you want to actually brand it with your own background image, you'll be able to just put, I've already built this, but I've obviously haven't put it in the latest version. I'll do this after the video recording here. You'll have a field here where you can actually add a background image and it looks super awesome. I will do another video just on that and show you how to create some stunning looking masterclasses with your own background image. It changes everything, and with the design it's super adaptable with any kind of background image, which is awesome. So there's your brand and design. So where did all the other options go? So here obviously we can turn on require login, require enrollment. Now when I select require enrollment form open, you can see we get a new option here. So now we've got the short code here. We can click and copy that and paste that short code wherever we want. So this is just to keep things uncluttered. If you don't need it visible, it's not going to be visible. So here we've got short code. If you say, hey Matt, where is my short code? I can't find it. Well, if your enrollment form is not open, you're not going to see the short code option there. Turn that on and there's your short code. Okay, very cool. Same with the welcome video. So when we turn on the welcome video, you'll see it here in the options, and you can just select your welcome video there and the video image. Send welcome email, that's the same. Once again, we can see the option comes up there, and you can customize that welcome email, which is super cool. Lessons, lesson discussions, drip feed active. Again, you can see it there. Now this bottom row here and the course discussion, these are premium options. So depending on which package you have, you will see this. And for the premium members, we will do completely separate videos on the premium features, and I will give you also some really cool marketing tips. I'll sprinkle them in there to help you make your lessons more interactive, engaging, and also what is super important, especially with the discussions, is that you are learning your market much better. So you can prompt different discussions. So there's your basic settings. Let's jump into the lessons here, and I'm going to show you what's new in the lessons. And if we just open this up, we've got description and we've got content. Previously, we just had description, and the description would appear both in the lessons index page or on the lessons home page where you had all the list of different lessons, and also on the lessons page. But obviously there was a lot of people that wanted to add a lot more content. Maybe you want to write out the lesson, maybe you want to add a lot of links to different things, different content on the lessons page. Well, now we've got the content option here, so you can actually add separate content on the lessons page. So something to go with your video. Now the video is the dominant part of the masterclass, but with the content option, you can now add content as well onto the lessons page. We'll take a look at that in a moment. The other really cool feature here is you can add multiple different videos. So for instance, if you have different modules in your course and each module might have 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 different videos, then you can create one lesson page for each module, and then you can have those multiple videos on that page. Otherwise, if you have a training session that's super long, maybe it's 4 or 5 hours long, and you want to break it up into several videos, you can put those videos here. So all you need to do here is just go add another video, and then you can go add another video. You've got sorting options, so you can actually sort those videos as well. I'm just going to get rid of them for now. But then this is how easily you can add different videos. What I'll do here, just so you can see the effect, I'll just add the same video here so you can see what it looks like, and then you can just add more videos. Let's save changes. Also, when you are saving changes here, actually it's on auto save. So when I update details, it'll save, but you can save here. You don't have to, let me open up Publish. You don't have to update it in Publish. So you can just do the save here. And let's take a look at the lesson now. Which lesson was that? That was lesson 1. So let's go to the first lesson here. And you can see now I've got 2 videos in that lesson. And also I can add my custom content here. Let's just take a look at that as well. So here's my content, and what I'll do is I'll just be a little bit lazy here and just make a bunch of content like that. Save that. Reload the page, and you can see I'm getting all the content here on the lessons page. Now if we go back to my home page here, you can see it's using all of that on this page, but I don't want it on this page. I want to use the short description. This is the index page where all the lessons are listed. This is my course homepage. So what I can do by adding a short description here, this is my short description, and let's just save that. Now it's going to use the short description here, you can see it there, on my index page, and when I actually go to the lesson, now it's going to use the long description. So if you want to use both, you can. If you just use one, it's going to use that one on both of them. I hope that makes sense. Also, there was a little bug on the preview link, so that's been resolved as well. That's your lessons. Now let me just jump back into MasterClass and we will just show you the API enrollment update. This is the premium feature. So what I've actually done here is I've separated the Warrior Plus, JVZoo, Samcart, ClickBank. I'm waiting back on some information from Freshdesk. And we also, Stripe is almost ready. Stripe integration. We'll also have PayPal integration. So it's going to be super easy to link up all your different APIs. And then once we're done with the cart, we will also take a look at integrating some of the major autoresponders as well. So that is the progress of the MasterClass plugin. And I think from the very first release that had bugs, and I'm sorry, that's what happens. People say, how come you don't test this software? I had all these bugs in my... This software is heavily tested, but there are dozens and dozens of different types of servers out there with literally hundreds of different configurations, and then you have different words of WordPress. You combine that with different types of servers. You've got Windows, Linux servers, and you know, so I test this on all the major servers that are out there. I probably tested on 10 different servers. And then basically what I do is I often do like an early bird crazy discount offer. And I use the feedback from those customers to fix up more bugs and any kind of problems and re-tweak the system based on what the market wants. And then we've got an awesome product, and those people that bought the early bird price, they get an absolute killer deal, and all they have to do is just maybe put up with a few updates and a few fixes, and they actually get to be part of the feedback, which is super awesome. So that's what's been going on. MasterClass plugin, it is crazy awesome, and I think actually today or tomorrow I am closing the early bird on this one, and then we are going to full price. So here it is, Matt, the real video guy. I'm here, you're over there. If you've got the MasterClass, then go ahead and update it to the latest version. I'm going to get that background effect sorted now. So by the time you're watching this video, you'll be able to create super awesome background effect videos. Let me just see if I actually have it on my other development link here so I can show you what it looks like. Let's take a look at it. MasterClass, start your business. Brand and design, look at that, there it is. So I've got it here in my, this is actually where I work and build the package, so it's got all the latest stuff. And what I can do for this MasterClass is I can add a custom background. So let me just show you what that might look like. Saving that. And let's just preview this MasterClass. Looks really awesome. I've got a different image there. Let me just change that really quickly. So that would be the welcome video image. And what I will do, let's put that one in there. Reload the page. There we go. So there's my masterclass, looks awesome. And if I actually log out, you can see this awesome brand new login page. And actually what you're seeing, this text here, this is fully customizable, which brings me to the next super awesome point. I almost left it out. Let's get back in here. This will only take a minute. And I'm gonna go to settings here, MasterClass Plugin. You can customize the password, retrieve your password, which is super awesome. Now you can customize that email from here. We now have full customization for all the text, and I will maybe put this as a different video as well. So if I go back, you can see here course menu. Maybe you don't want it to say course menu. Maybe you want it to say something else. Here you say welcome admin. I've just got that as a name. That will be their first name. You've got here back to course home. Maybe you don't want it to say back to course home. Maybe you want it to say back to index page, back to front page. Maybe you want to use different language. So now all the actual text, next lesson, look at this. So we've got link next lesson, previous lesson. Maybe you want to change that text. Well, you can do it now. So if we go back to under settings, MasterClass Plugin, and I'm just scrolling down here to template text and language options, you've got everything here. So you can customize every bit of text in the actual MasterClass right from here. Even the login, the registration form, all of that, you can do it from here. So if you want to change the text, and I know probably I don't always use the best words for everything, and you've got better ideas for words like next lesson, previous lesson, continue to next lesson, maybe you want that. But anyway, you can do that from here. That's available to you. And this video is going to be a wrap. So hey, Matt the Real Video Guy here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take those tips, run with it. If you've got the MasterClass plugin, then absolutely update it now. You'll have that background effect in there as well. And if you don't have it and you've somehow stumbled to this video, or maybe I sent you this video, then absolutely go and get it. Do whatever you can to get the best deal that you can at the time of you watching this video. Okay, I'll see you in another video very soon. Bye.